Another locked door. Let's take a peek through.
Gross. Look at that weird thing.
It's the key I'm after.
Oh.
I can't reach it with my hands.
Well, gee, I wonder...
what I can invent to...
Oh, invent something? Here we go. Let's put the magnet on the stick.
Look, I can attach the magnet to the end of this stick. Another locked door. Let's take a peek through.
Give me the key!
This works. Haha. Just as planned.
Haha!
I got the basement key.
Yes! There's the key. You are... Yeah, you're kind of gross looking. I mean, you're pretty, but you're gross looking.
Has he figured it out yet?
She's really engrossed in the story. I see now that my suspicions have been grounded. Albeit aimed at the wrong direction. Belladonna's not seeing another man. She is seeing a woman! Ooh, hey, baby. I don't think Wolfram von Haschenscheißen is gonna like that, though. I am convinced that it has been the maid, Claire, or whatever her name might be. She and Belladonna are up to something, I'm sure of it. And to think all the hours I'm stuck down here, caught in my dreadful work, leaving them free to roam and left to their own devices upstairs. Go see her! If you're worried she's spending time with somebody else, spend time with her. Rekindle your relationship, or break it the fuck off. Whatever caused her to become the thing you've turned her into was a direct result of your negligence. Ay, ay, ay. And I'm no psychologist myself. I'm a clown, for God's sakes. Okay, hold on. Of course, they have found each other, only living things in this castle besides me and my week-long dead rabbits. They have it all figured out. When I came home up at night, they acted all innocent, keeping their mutual secrets from me as a playful game. But as soon as I descended into the laboratory, they were in each other's arms again. But what can I do? Progression... Dude, join in. Okay? Yeah, maybe she's fooling around with the maid here, but, I mean, just... There are open relationships. You could have made this thing work. You could have potentially even brought the maid into your relationship. You know what? Again, this is not psychology here. This is just simple, basic stuff. But then again, this is also obviously set in, like, far, 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 far past. Maybe people don't think about that. Anyway, the progression events are beyond my control, just like my work. Slave away and blah, 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 blah. Should I confront them? Yeah, storm up there, hoping to catch... Like, just kiss the maid, sweep her into your arms, then bring your wife back with the maid into the bed. You know what? Finished reading this here. I have no reason for my silly suspicions, evidence whatsoever. Merely a thought stuck in my brain, refusing to leave. All of this would have been solved by simple... communication. Open communication.
What a strange door. No handle or keyhole. It seems to have some sort of opening mechanism. Oh, I know. It's a secret entrance hidden behind a bookshelf. Only I'm on the other side of it and see only the back of the shelf.
That's curious. How do you know that?
A couple of cogwheels on the floor. They must have fallen off the mechanism when the door slammed shut. I wonder if I can put them back.
Okay.
It doesn't fit.
Oh, I see. Then we'll put this guy up here. It's not exactly the most complicated not the most complicated of puzzle games, is it? Uns Doctor! Oh, you are a handsome man, aren't you? What was that? Did anybody else hear something?
A big and heavy candlestick. It looks like there used to be two of them. A big and heavy candlestick. Okay.
A fireplace?
It's warm. I haven't realized until now just how cold my body is. The label says Dr. Wolfram von Trauerschloss. So this is the man who brings the dead back to life. He looks as though he would have been handsome once. It's a mortar. And a pestle, too. They seem to belong here, but I'll remember where they are in case I need them another time.
Okay, fair enough. Oh god, there's the sun.
The name on the plaque is Lucas von Trauerschloss.
Oh.
This must be the ashes of Wolfram's son.
Poor Trouser Schloss. Okay, let's see what we got here.
The doctor is losing it. He's just scribbling down nonsense by now. What will he do if he ever acts on his wild suspicions?
Oh boy, here we go. It is clear to me what I must do. I must now convince beyond reasonable doubt that my wife is unfaithful. They still hide it very well, and that her and the housemaid. But my logical mind tells me that there is no explanation. For countless hours I have pondered the situation, and the more I think about it, the more certain I have become that my judgment is correct. These countless hours could have been spent without thinking about my work. It is... Jesus, communicate. It's clear to me that I will never be able to be fully concentrate on my puzzles at hand unless my thoughts keep my wife and her to her new lover. This is the very reason my research is progressing at such an agonizingly slow pace. So it is clear to me what I must do. Belladonna herself is the person who I want back in my life, so I cannot punish her. That leaves her lover, the young maid. Dear God. Okay, theory. Because this Belladonna chick, she seems very, let's say, young, and if the doctor looks that old, his wife is probably around the same age. I'm guessing that the character we're playing is not... Belladonna, but actually the young maid. Possibly with Belladonna's brain inside. That is a theory, right there. Boom. Nailed it. Okay, Belladonna cannot punish her. That endures a lover, young maid. She's unimportant, and if it is there, she must go. I could fire her and throw her out of the household, but I fear this would not resolve anything. The two of them would still know each other, and would write secret forbidden... Oh, God. No, it is clear to me, so we must get rid of the maid for good. Dude! You're gonna murder... Oh, God. Okay, so a plan is already taking form in my head. In the greenhouse out back, I keep a lot of plants and herbs. The specimens I have called Deadly Nightshade, Jesus Christ. An interesting plant with medical uses, but its renown comes from the fact that it extracts a lethal... its extract is lethal already at small doses. Preparing a powder from this poisonous plant is not at all problematic. Getting the victim to ingest the dose will be a challenge, but I expect to have ample opportunity. They are not aware that I know the truth, and thus suspect nothing. The maid will fall ill, and within a short time she will die of seemingly natural causes. No one will be the wiser concerning the true circumstances of her demise. Deadly Nightshade is merely a common name for this plant. Its scientific name is... Atropa belladonna. The symmetry strikes me as beautiful. The poor girl strayed too close to the belladonna, and it would be the death of her. That ain't nonsense, Chica. That's admission of guilt. You gotta find a nearest constable.
This story is so sad.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't even know if I want to read this one.
Yeah, let's take a look here. My wife took the wayward maid's death harder than I had suspected. It's further confirming my suspicions that they were indeed having a secret lover affair. She's passionate and irrational, raging all day and crying all night. Where a few months the cold shroud of silence lay over our house, now there is a wailing shriek of bedlam. One should think that she would be used to the dealing with the grief of lost loved ones. Dude! Trouserschaufsen, that's not cool. However, in all sincerity, I don't believe she was ever as affected by the death of her son as I was. I also suspect that she might have guessed I had something to do with the lover's demise. If she wouldn't talk to me before, she now yells and barks at my every movement. I hardly leave my laboratory these days. Even I have a small bed down there where I sleep in the few hours where I'm not working. All the while, she prowls around upstairs like a hungry tiger and attacks me over futile nitpicks as soon as I poke my head out. What happened to the love we shared? You murdered her lover after she turned to a maid when her son died because you were ignoring her, you shit stain. We were going to live together in her inherited castle. We were going to have children together. Now all I get is abuse and cold bed in the basement. All I want is things to go back the way they were before all this. Fantastic. Alright. Is there anything else in this room that I could potentially... No, okay.
A dead body.
Oh, God. Let's take a look here.
It's the body of Dr. von Trauerschloss.
Oh no, not Trouser
He's
Schlossen.
dead. And what's more, he's been murdered. But who could have done this? There
Belladonna.
must be some clues around.
Because you're the maid.
The missing candlestick. And it seems to be the murder weapon.
Oh my. Okay.
There's
String.
something in his pocket.
Hello.
It's a small, delicate key. He kept it in the pocket closest to his heart. I wonder what it unlocks.
My goodness.
The body is still warm. He cannot have been dead for much longer than I have been alive. Did I have to die for me to live?
Nope, we're gonna end up putting this guy in the I know, we're gonna resurrect this guy. I'm calling it now.
There's a letter clutched in his hand. His final words? Or a clue left by the killer.
Okay. Oh gee, well, he didn't write this as he was being killed, that's for sure. Over the course of a sleepless night, I had thought my next course of action from every possible angle, if it is indeed time for me to take action again. Even with the troublesome maid out of the way, I see little chance of my getting old Belladonna back. If anything, she is worse than ever now than before. I have an idea. One that has kept me awake all night. I have come very far in my research now. I can fairly predictably create living creatures that are stable enough not to spontaneously die again. This is consistent through many different species of animal. I have noticed something peculiar, though. The returned... oh, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. The returned creation seems strangely vacant and sluggish. It is as if, although the body is brought back to light, the soul is forever lost. The creation is perfectly functional and responds to stimuli as if it were still truly alive, but the mysterious spark of will seems to be missing. I know of no other way to describe the phenomenon. This has bothered me for a while now, but I cannot think that it might suit my needs. Isn't it precisely the strong will of my wife that has caused... Oh... There is no need to be poetic with flowers this time. I am in no short supply of lethal substances in the laboratory, and poison suits my needs as well as it leaves no physical trauma to the body. I will still need to make incisions in the corpse to replace the internal organs with clockwork parts, but stitching together surgical cuts is much simpler than trying to repair unhealed bodily damage. The integrity of her visage is a priority. Fantastic. To extinguish Belladonna's current life and give her a new one, to bring her mind and body back, minus the soul and free will, beautiful, obedient automaton, a mechanical doll with all the functionality of a woman. Yeah, he's gonna bang it. But who is responsive and does what she's told, that, my dear future reader, would be truly something. I think it's high time I tried my revivification progress now on a human subject. He is going to try and bang the corpse. Hello, Grandfather Clock. Oh God. Oh, geez, George's cousins. Holy crap.
It's an old clock. Tick tock, tick tock.
Cute. The small key. Oh, I'm going to the Grand Flag.
Those are a lot of gargoyles. Leupold, Brunhilde, Arthur, Maya, Lena, Ismildor, Ether, and Yosef. In that order.
I really like this chick. I really do.